Let's do it. Hey, good morning, traders. I'm Karan Banik, and you're watching the Coffee Addict Trader. In this video, we're gonna go through all the major and minors, including gold, to see where are the next possible tradable opportunities. And before that, let's go through what's going on in our current positions. I was long in GBP CHF, which is very near to hit the take profit right now. Euro GBP is still stuck inside the range, and I'm thinking about removing Euro GBP from my watch list too. I'm not going to trade this pair anymore because these pairs are literally choppy. Last in here, I took a short last week, and it was stuck for 3 days, and at the end, it ended up hitting the stop loss. So these things are actually painful because you're holding a trade at around break even for 3 5 days, and then it's completely messy. The price action is pretty much choppy. It's just throwing wick all around. So it doesn't make sense to keep this kind of pairs in my watch list. Okay, another interesting thing which is going on right now is with AUD USD short. AUD USD is correcting back higher, missing our take profit just by a few pip. So there is no reason for price to make a new lower low. We already swept this low, and we are already into a bearish out range. And if we drop off Fibonacci on this impulsive move, then we can see we are already bouncing from okay, we are into a discounted price level. If we just drop off Fibonacci on this impulsive move, we are bouncing from 38.2. So I'm thinking about like cutting my trade with a maybe one 2 is to 2.2 r, like 1 is to 2.2 r. So let's see how it unfolds. I'm gonna wait for this 4 hour candle close, or maybe I'm just gonna, after recording this video, I'm just gonna cut my positions because it doesn't look promising to me right now. So I'm gonna cut my AUD USD. I'm gonna keep my NZD CAD run, and let's see how it unfolds. Because NZD CAD and AUD USD is a pretty much correlated. So I just don't want to hold them both when they are actually reversing, and it's already missing our stake profit by a few pips. So it's better to not trade using ego that yeah man, take profit is definitely correct, I should hold. This is not how it works. If it's giving a clean rejection after clearing some decent liquidities, then it's always better to secure some profits, I think. Okay, I'm also looking at Euro JPY. I'm not in yet, but I'm thinking about going long in Euro JPY. There's a clean setup. Let's discuss about it from after in this scan. Okay, so Dixie is currently dropping. We It's trying to correct back lower after this impulsive phase. So let's see what's going on in Euro USD. Euro USD is trying to correct back higher from this level. I was monitoring this level. I was thinking about going long here, but no higher time frame is aligned with this bias. In daily, we are bearish. Monthly, the last breakout structure was bearish, and same story for weekly and monthly. The last breakout structure is bearish. So there is no sense. I'm not gonna look for longs in Euro USD. I'm just gonna keep this unfold. GBP USD, we are bouncing very beautifully. It's possible that we're going to see another leg downside because currently we are stuck inside the previous day's range, and the daily bias is also bearish. uh, I have my zone somewhere around here. Let's see if it's completely refined or not. Yeah, it's a body close to body close. So the zone is refined. It's possible that we're gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna wait for a drop downside and then a good closure outside in 4 hour. Uh, the daily time frame is not aligned with this bias. The monthly, only the monthly time frame is aligned with this bias, not even the weekly one, because in weekly the last breakout structure was bearish. So yeah, let's see how it unfolds. AUD USD, I'm gonna cut my positions here. It's with every minute it's moving towards upside, man, crazy. It's always better to secure, like not to hold positions for just a few $100. Um, I'm not gonna risk my whole this whole move to just make this few $100. It doesn't make sense to me. Okay, NZD USD, we are again correcting back higher. Same story as AUD USD. USD CAD, I'm still waiting for a deeper correction downside. USD CHF, nothing is there. USD JPY, I'm waiting for a corrective phase down. Gold is something that we can actually look at this session. I'm waiting for a 4-hour candle closure outside this zone. Let's see the zone is refined or not. Yes, this is the last move downside before the up thrust. So there is still room for price to actually go a little above and close outside this zone. And I'm gonna wait for this. We still have 35 minutes left for this 4-hour candle to close. If this 4-hour candle fail to close above this zone, in that case I will wait for the next 4-hour candle definitely. So gold is something I'm gonna keep in my watch list. So yeah, let's see what's going on in GBP NZD. Is correcting back lower. Nothing clear in GBP JPY, Euro JPY. Okay, Euro JPY, this is the last move towards upside, even though it's not that impulsive. There is no fair value gap in this move. But still, after correction back lower from at around this zone is refined. This is the last downside move before the upside move starts in 1 hour. So this is completely defined. And what I'm waiting for this 4-hour candle to close. And if I drop my Fibonacci on this corrective phase downside, in that case this is the max I can target for. So I think I can't go with a market order in this one. I have to go with a limit order. So yeah, let's wait for the 4-hour candle to close, and I'm gonna place my limit order at around this level with the stop below this low. And I'm gonna wait. Let's see what's going on in AUD CAD. There is nothing. I'm gonna wait for a corrective phase upside and then a good rejection from this level. For now, there is nothing. AUD JPY, same story. Euro GBP, I'm gonna cut this position too. I'm just completely tired with this kind of things. I already removed AUD NZD from my watch list last week, and I'm also gonna remove this one because when Euro and GBP they are very much correlated, and AUD and NZD they are very much correlated. So these two pairs gave pretty choppy price action. So I just completely hate choppy price action. I love trends. Euro AUD, it's correcting back lower after creating this impulsive move. I'm gonna wait for price to correct back a little more downside, and then if I find any good rejection, in that case I can look for longs. For now, there is nothing. Nothing in Euro NZD. Nothing in Euro CHF. Skip. Okay, this looks pretty good. Okay, I'm waiting for a good rejection downside. Then I can look for shorts. There is nothing in CAD. Okay, in CAD. Okay, I'm still waiting for price to reach a little more downside to hit my to hit this level. Then I can go break even in this one. NZD nothing clean. NZD nothing clean. Nothing clean in Euro CAD. That this setup is playing out pretty good. I was planning for this short last session, last pre-London session, and that is playing out pretty good. But I'm not in this trade. Uh, it's fine. BTC USD were dropping downside. So yeah, there is nothing interesting except I need to close this AUD USD trade. I'm gonna wait for this gold candle, 4-hour candle to close outside this zone, and I'm waiting for this Euro GBP, Euro JPY trade to unfold. Uh, if I if the candle close with a really big week in last 30 minutes, in that case I'm gonna skip this trade because this is not gonna be valid even if we close as a bullish candle. But if we close at around this level with a big fat week, in that case it doesn't make sense now because the buyers are still in control. So yeah, I want to see some clear sign that the price really wants to go higher, and we can target for this highs. These highs are lining up perfectly with negative 27.2% extension. So yeah, that's all from my side, guys. See you soon on the next session. Have a great day.